South Florida, we are through the first half of 2026, and I have to say, the data is telling us a very clear story. The market has officially shifted. Q2 was particularly strong. The market accelerated as the year progressed. It's time to discuss our real estate market as of July 2026. I'm Larry Mastropieri, broker owner of the Mastropieri Group. Let's do this. We are going to start with days on market data. This metric continues to be a key indicator of how our market's performing. When we look at the year-to-date average days on market from 2025 and we compare it to 2026, Palm Beach County went from 88 days to 92 days on market. That's a 5% increase. Broward saw a similar trend from 89 days to 93 days on market, which is a 4% increase. But here's what's interesting. The median days on market actually improved in both counties. Palm Beach is down 4% from 55 days to 53 days. Broward is down 5% from 58 days to 55 days. So while the average is up slightly, the typical home is actually selling faster than last year. And that is a sign of a strengthening market. And here's the deal. An average of 92 to 93 days on market, it's not the end of the world. If you track historical data from 2015 to 2019, this was actually very normal. But the fact that the median days on market is improving tells us that there is healthy demand for properties that are priced well and that check all the boxes. And real quick, I just want to take a moment to remind you, if you're enjoying this content and would like to stay up to date with all the real estate happenings here in South Florida, tap that button at the bottom of your screen and subscribe to Discover South Florida. We produce all kinds of useful, interesting content, from featured stories to on-site tours of popular South Florida towns and destinations. We even do weekly live podcasts where we answer your questions and have fun discussing what's happening in the area. Now, let's talk about what everyone really wants to know. What is happening with prices here in South Florida? Now, brace yourself for this. Palm Beach County saw the average sale price increase by 11% year to date, going from $933,000 to over $1,035,000. The median sales price is also up by about 2.5%, from $510,000 to $522,000. So we're seeing solid price appreciation here across the board. And now, Broward County, on the other hand, well, the average sale price is up 5% year to date, from about $617,000 to $646,000. But the median sales price is actually down, believe it or not, by 1%, from $460,000 to $455,000. So what does this mean? It means the typical home in Broward County is selling for about the same or slightly less than last year, while Palm Beach County is showing much healthier price appreciation. Broward is essentially flat. Generally speaking, the price divergence between Palm Beach County and Broward County continues. This is not anything new. We've been watching this trend for a little while. Palm Beach is maintaining stronger pricing power with both the average and the median price up, while Broward here is more of a mixed bag across the board. Here's where I think the big story is. Inventory is declining, and it's declining significantly in both counties. Both Palm Beach and Broward County are down 8% in total inventory year to date. New listings are also down. In Palm Beach County, they're down 10%, and in Broward, they're down a whopping 13%. So what's happening? Fewer homes are coming to the market. And here's the big headline. Both counties are now below pre-pandemic inventory levels. Palm Beach is 11% below the 2016 to 2019 average, while Broward is 4% below. This is the first time we've seen this since 2022. Inventory has declined in every single month of 2026. That's a huge stat. Palm Beach went from 14,500 homes in January to 12,600 homes in June. That's a 13% drop. Broward went from 18,000 homes to 16,200 homes. That's a 10% drop. And the decline accelerated in Q2. We saw more inventory reductions in the second quarter than the first. This is a significant shift from what we were seeing in 2025. Last year, inventory was climbing, and I thought it was going to continue to climb. This year, it's declining. The supply squeeze is real, and it's accelerating. Now, look at this. Here's where the momentum really shows up. Palm Beach County saw sold homes up 10% year to date, while Broward is up 5%. And guess what? Under contract activity is also strong. Palm Beach up 13%, Broward up 11%. These are big numbers. And here's what I would consider is extremely notable. Q2 was significantly stronger than Q1. Palm Beach sold 23% more homes in Q2 compared to Q1, while Broward sold 26% more. The market didn't just hold steady, it accelerated. And as you might expect from previous videos, the luxury market is also surging. In Palm Beach County, sales of homes above 1.5 million are up 38% year to date. In Broward, we're up 27%. The high end is very active. Here's the punchline. We are selling more homes with less inventory. That's the definition of a tightening market. And the fact that Q2 dramatically outperformed Q1 tells us this isn't a fluke, it's a trend. Now, let's talk absorption rate. This is one of my favorite metrics because it tells us whether we're in a seller's market, buyer's market, or frankly, somewhere in between. Typically, a 5 to 6 month absorption rate is considered a balanced market. Anything below 5 months is a seller's market, and anything above 6 months is a buyer's market. And now we're at another point that's going to make this story even more interesting. Both counties, they saw dramatic improvement. Palm Beach dropped from 8.4 months of inventory to 6.02 months. We are now approaching / basically in a balanced market. Broward dropped from 10 months to 7.88 months, still in buyer's market territory, but moving in the direction of neutral / seller market. This is a significant shift from where we were a year ago. The market, it's tightening across the board. Palm Beach County is approaching / in a balanced market. Broward's improving, but buyers still have a little bit of leverage there. Now, I want to address something that's on a lot of people's minds, the property tax bill that passed on June 2nd. Here's simply what you need to know. If voters approve it in November, the homestead exemption will rise from $50,000 to $150,000 in 2027, and then to $250,000 in 2028. This would eliminate non-school property taxes for about 60% of Floridian homesteaded homeowners. But here's the big red alert. If you buy a home after January 1st, 2027, and you make it your primary residence, you may have to wait up to 5 years before getting the new exemption. If you want immediate eligibility, you need to buy a home before the end of the year. Now, this creates an interesting situation, as you might imagine. Buyers will have to make a bet before the vote happens in November if they want to get that exemption. Now, we might ask ourselves, did this influence the data we just reviewed? And the answer is no. The news came out in early June. The strong Q2 performance, the 23 to 26% surge in sales, that all happened in April and May before anyone knew about this bill. The market strength we're seeing here is organic. It's based on fundamentals. Declining inventory, improving absorption, strong demand. Hey, real quick, if you're finding this data helpful, but maybe you want to know what it means for your specific situation, you're curious about a particular neighborhood, or you want to understand how the property tax changes might affect your decision, I love this stuff. I've built detailed spreadsheets and custom analyses that go way beyond what we can cover in these videos. This is the type of market intelligence that we provide our clients when we work together. But I'm happy to share it and discuss it with you. So just reach out by clicking the link below. So that's all the data we have for today. Thank you for sticking with it. But let me provide you my final thoughts real quick. The first half of 2026 is showing us something we haven't seen in a while. Both markets are tightening. Inventory is down and now below pre-pandemic levels. This is nuts. Sales are up, absorption rates have improved dramatically, and Q2 was significantly stronger than Q1. The supply squeeze here is real. Palm Beach County is the clear leader here. Prices are up 11% on average. Sales are up 10%. Absorption rate is at 6 months, which is basically neutral. If you're a seller in Palm Beach County, you're in a strong position. Broward County is healthy. It's essentially stabilizing. The median price is flat. Sales are up 5%. Absorption rate is improving, but still in buyer's market territory. So if you're a buyer in Broward County, you still have some leverage, but it looks like that window's closing quickly. The property tax bill adds an interesting dynamic for the second half of this year in the real estate world. If you're a Florida resident thinking about buying a primary residence, or you're thinking about relocating to Florida and you want to take advantage of this sooner than later, that December 31st deadline is worth considering. But remember, voters still need to approve it here in November. The big picture, the supply squeeze is real and it's accelerating. Both counties are now operating below pre-pandemic inventory levels, which we haven't seen since 2022, basically. Now, well-priced homes in good condition, the homes that check all the boxes, they're moving, they're selling. The days of testing the market with elevated prices as a seller, they're still over. But if you price your property right, buyers are there and they will compete. It's a healthy market. So if you're thinking about making a move in 2026, now, sooner than later, is a good time to have that conversation. The market is shifting, and understanding these dynamics can make a real difference in your outcome. Thank you again, guys, for tuning in. We know the market in South Florida so well because, well, we sell more homes than anyone else. So if you have any questions about the market or anything real estate related, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm Larry Mastropieri. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.